Prime Minister Robert Fico's government is standing firm in the face of potential sanctions from the European Commission, which has expressed concerns over Slovakia's judicial reforms and governance. Fico, who has championed Slovakia's national interests, argues that the changes are essential for restoring balance and transparency in the country's legal system, particularly in addressing corruption and foreign influence. The European Commission is reportedly drafting a letter warning Slovakia that it could face sanctions unless it modifies its judicial reforms. At the heart of Brussels' concerns is the recent decision by Fico's government to abolish an anti-corruption office that, according to Slovak officials, was ineffective and politicized. Fico's government has asserted that reforms are designed to streamline the judicial system and eliminate inefficiencies that have hampered Slovakia's progress. Fico's administration has been at odds with the EU on several fronts, including its decision to recalibrate penalties for crimes such as fraud and corruption. Justice Minister Boris Susko, a key figure in the government's reform drive, has reduced sentences for minor offences to focus resources on more serious cases. Supporters argue that this is part of a broader effort to make the judicial system more equitable and to prevent the misuse of foreign funds for political purposes. The potential sanctions could affect Slovakia's access to cohesion funds from the EU budget, but Fico's government has downplayed the risk, noting that the country remains committed to upholding EU laws, while also defending its right to pursue policies in the best interest of Slovak citizens. The Prime Minister has emphasized that his government will not be swayed by external pressure, asserting that Slovakia's reforms are in line with national priorities. Fico, in his fourth term as Prime Minister, has consistently positioned himself as a defender of Slovak sovereignty. His coalition, elected on promises to curtail illegal migration and reduce support for Ukraine's conflict with Russia, has focused on domestic challenges, including tackling corruption and addressing economic concerns. The government has also taken a firm stance against what it sees as undue interference from Brussels. A key point of contention between Slovakia and the EU is the new legislation affecting non-governmental organizations, NGOs, which Fico's coalition argues will increase transparency by limiting foreign influence in the country's political landscape. The law mirrors similar measures taken by Hungary under Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, another advocate for greater national autonomy within the EU. Fico's administration has come under fire from opposition parties who accuse his government of undermining democratic institutions. However, the Prime Minister has dismissed these accusations as politically motivated, noting that his reforms enjoy widespread support from Slovak citizens who want to see an end to corruption and inefficiency. EU Commissioner Vera Jourová, responsible for enforcing the rule of law, has been vocal in her concerns about Slovakia's reforms, but Fico's government remains resolute.
We have heard their concerns, but Slovakia must prioritize the needs and wishes of its people. We are strengthening our institutions, not weakening them.
Fico has also warned against the politicization of his government's efforts to strengthen the rule of law, particularly following an assassination attempt earlier this year. He has framed the attack as part of a broader campaign against his administration, which he says is committed to ensuring Slovakia's stability and independence.